Every universe, then, now, and those that will come to be, started with a burst. Emerged from it came two souls. They knew not how they were created, but their purpose was ingrained in their cores. All life and death of humanity would fall into their judgment. The first soul formed with ambition and tasked to death. She was as beautiful as she was calculating. Every move that she made was an absolute. Her intelligence and command was rivaled by none, but her soul encased in ice was not the only barrier it hid behind. To the humans, she made herself known as Unmei. Unmei was completely committed to her duty, balancing the souls in the living world to keep order as much as her counterpart allowed. But it made her immune to empathy and humanity's hardships, making her a deity to be truly feared. The second soul, formed with love and tasked to life. Ever being the yin to death's yang, life's soul was encased in fire. Unlike Unmei, who stayed in her own hidden realm, she chose to live amongst them. As humanity was still growing by her influence, they were unsure of her credibility. Many naysayers associated her with the feline, cute, but a superiorly spoiled personage and a flagrant love of napping. But they were dealing with a god after all. She accepted the creature as her icon, and she proclaimed herself Nyami, the cat god of life. She and those who teased her would grow cat-like features, creating a whole new race of humanity. Something so foolish would be looked down upon by any other god, but the mortals only saw power. The world worshipped her, and in return she loved them with every ounce of her being. The deities Unmei and Nyami were nothing alike, yet managed to keep balance for millennia. Through every cycle of destruction and creation, humanity was thriving, and all was as it should be. Until that day.
She is revered for giving them life while they curse me for taking it. She overpopulates the world, all over foolish empathy, while I correct her mistakes time and time again. She lavishes in their love, blazes at her altar, adorn in worship, while I abscond in the thankless shadows. No more. If they would rather blindly worship a foolish little god, so be it.
Unmei had grown tired of living in the Nyami shadow. She gathered her most powerful disciples, demigods whose loyalty granted them a seat at her side, and revealed her malicious intent.
We will take that fiery soul and extinguish it. With Nyami gone, their bloodlines will run barren. I will send agonizing plagues. Watch their numbers dwindle until the very last body falls. Only will their cries pass for repentance of their idolatry. Tonight, humanity will see true power. They will bow to me, or know no peace in the afterlife. Go to the Nyami shrine forest, draw her out, and use that fire of hers against her. Destroy everything in your wake until she is found and executed. Now go! Bring back only a corpse to lay at my feet!
Yes, mistress.
The universe will bend to your glory.
The cat god will be no more.
It will be done, my lady.
Help us!
Help us, Nyami!
Nyami shrine forest!
Please!
The disciples did just as they were told, wreaking havoc on the innocent souls who came to show their support of the Nyami. It worked. The Nyami would come to protect those trapped in the fires, but they would hunt her before she had the chance. She managed to escape all but Daisuke, Unmei's most trusted right hand.
My ankle! I can't get up! I don't understand! Why are you doing this?
The head disciple froze, as if a question had never even been thought to come in the first place. He had spent his life blindly serving Unmei, who never once dared to question her.
You overpopulate the world. You only care about your praise and your gifts. You aren't fit to create life. And life's not fit to respect death.
The words felt bitter in his mouth, like a lie he knew he had willingly swallowed all this time.
It's the order of my lord.
Unmei did this?
The Nyami knew Unmei resented her, but they were soulmates in the most literal sense. It shattered her, but even still she would refuse to go quietly.
You think so highly of your lord that you would blindly kill an innocent species over her need for respect? What of the cultures who set altars for their deceased, just to have Unmei safely take them to the afterlife? What of the humans who thank her for her guidance? Or those who desperately seek her as relief in their hardest moments? Are they nothing to her? If I am the problem, so be it! Kill me! Give her my soul, I don't care! But spare them! Humanity needs to go on! They need a chance to find happiness! Please!
You would lose everything. All for them?
Daisuke shook with the weight of his conscience. He had been fed word after word of a selfish, gluttonous god, when laid in front of him was a strong soul begging for her sacrifice, all to keep a virus like humanity alive. Logic screamed in his ears to finish his duty, but in that last moment his heart overruled.
Hurry, get up. Before the others make their way here. My power isn't as strong as hers, but it'll buy us time.
What are you?
I'll hide that fire of yours for as long as I can.
The disciple put the goddess to sleep, suspending her inside a dimension in his own mind. She was never found. With her shrines destroyed, time would eventually cause humanity to forget her. But Unmei would only get half of her wish. The Nyami soul couldn't be destroyed if it couldn't be found, and the ember still burned even in her sleep. Humanity would continue to prevail for hundreds of years to come.
Granny, where do you even come up with these stories? We all know that babies come from the stork, not a cat girl.
Ah, yes. How silly of me.
But now I gotta know, what happened to Daisuke?
Well, he stayed Unmei's right hand, but with a new purpose. He decided he could watch her better that way, and sway her from ever looking for Nyami again. And while he had a much longer lifespan as a demigod, his fate was the same as others. But I hear he had a happy life after Nyami changed him.
So what happened to the Nyami? Did she pop out of his mind and did Unmei find her? Did she destroy the world?
I'll tell you the ending soon enough. Now take these, your customers are waiting.
Okay. Hey guys! Sorry about the wait. Here's your food.
Don't you have to say, my kyun, before you serve us?
Watch it. Or I'm taking off my employee discount.
Hey, what was that story Granny was talking about? Sounds kind of familiar.
I think it's just an old folktale. She's been telling me this kind of stuff since I got hired.
I don't know. Maybe Granny is onto something. Maybe these were Nyami's fierce cat wards.
You know, you might be right. They've been here just as long as she has.
What are you trying to say?
Bye, Mew.
Okay, Mew.
Bye, Mew.
Bye.
Thank goodness they were the last customers today. I'm exhausted.
Good work today. I think now's a good time to give you this.
Whoa! It's just like the first one you made when I was hired. What's the special occasion?
Well, funny you mention it. 1 year ago today is when I found you and brought you in. I thought I'd make something special to celebrate. Here, dig in.
Thanks, Granny! It's so good, just like I remembered. So now that I'm not distracted, how did the rest of the story go? What happened? Where am I?
I'm so sorry, dear. Transportation is always hard on the body. You will adjust.
Granny? I thought we talked about magic cupcakes without warning labels. Why are we here in some forest?
This is the forest of the Nyami. It was where her most treasured shrine stood. I thought we could finish the story here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But maybe next time we just take a car?
Right. As I told you, Daisuke wouldn't live forever, but he always knew this.
I won't always be able to keep you safe, but my bloodline will. I'll make sure your sacrifice does not go in vain.
He would eventually have a family of his own thanks to the power of the Nyami still aflame. And even later, a daughter, with power even stronger than his. He trained her to protect Nyami's life in her own mind when his life was over. And she did, until she became an old woman herself, with powers strong enough to improve on her father's life goal. Instead of keeping Nyami asleep in her mind, she only sealed her memories away. The old woman would keep them safe, and put an illusion on the Nyami's soul, one that would keep it from getting found. The Nyami would assume she was just another girl, working for a poor old cat lady running a maid cafe.
What are you trying to say right now? You're talking crazy, Granny.
The craziest woman has never said saner words. You are Nyami Mew.
No, I'm just a maid host. A regular, not special maid host.
I wanted to protect you just like my father wanted, while still giving you a chance to live. Living a peaceful life was the least that could be done for your sacrifice. But something's wrong, Mew. I can sense her plotting, finding a way to take complete control again, and you may be the only thing to stop her.
It's so weird. Everything you're saying doesn't really feel real, but here, I can feel something. Something about this place feels like I never left. Granny!
You broke the illusion. She knows you're here.
Well, well, well. I don't know how you managed to elude me all this time, but here you are. Just as confused and weak-willed as I left you. Well, this time I won't send followers to do a god's work. You won't escape a second time, Nyami!
Lady, didn't you hear? Nyami is dead. My name is Miyu Mochizuki. And whatever you're planning, I won't let you live to see it!